You gotta go night-night.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see Derek Stingley. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time. And leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago. Jonathan Taylor past the 20 for a short gain. Second down. 2nd and 6. Richardson working from the gun. And this one complete to Doolin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Richardson looking to throw this. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2nd down and 4. Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now it's Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Ashton Doolin now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Will Anderson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Texans. But Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. To throw is Richardson. To throw on second down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Richardson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Richardson now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville.
And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State. Head down to Tampa, check on the Bucs. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
We saw Dameon Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Running left, Taylor. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty Probably wish they would have now. Now Richardson back to throw it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From the gun, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And Woods has it complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Richardson off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Richardson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Indy set to go on offense once more. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now Richardson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long. But he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw again, Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Sheldon Rankins, former Saint and Jet, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Left side, he finds Pierce. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, here's Pierce. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Richardson to throw it. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's 1st down. Back to the air with Richardson.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for the Texans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.